Thanks for following the American Coalition for Ethanol. Talking today with Chris Studer from East River Electric Cooperative. You're a valued partner in the ethanol community. And you recently sent a letter to members of Congress, I think a couple of weeks ago now. What was your message to them?
Since the pandemic began, we had seen ethanol loads, starting to go down. I mean, we can see, based on their energy usage, how a plant is running and how much energy they're using. And we kind of saw this downward trend with the small refinery exemptions, and then the pandemic happens and we see, even further declines. And so we knew that something, was not right. And seeing the news and talking about the ethanol plants idling or shutting down or not buying corn with reduced fuel demand. And so, we sat around as a staff and said, what can we do? We need to do something, right? The ethanol industry is so important to this region that we need to do something to help. And so we got together with about 30 other cooperatives across the region in North Dakota, Iowa, in Nebraska, Minnesota, and South Dakota. And we had a series of phone calls to really kind of talk about, okay, what's going on out there? What are you guys seeing at your ethanol plants? There are some that were still running, or maybe they were making hand sanitizer, or they were shut down. And so we were trying to get a feel for what's going on around the region. And we said, okay, what can we do to help? And so we decided maybe sending a letter to our congressional delegations in these states, just encouraging them, telling them about the problem. I think they're very aware of the problem, but also saying, we need some relief, direct relief to ethanol plants, to food processing plants, to rural areas, because they're so vital to farmers and our end consumers. Not only just the ethanol plants are our end consumers, but our farmers, our rural folks that are out there. It's so important. Ethanol is so important to their future that we need to do something to help. And so we sent this letter to the members of Congress. We got very good feedback from them. Our members of Congress in the upper Midwest know the problem. They're trying to work on the problem. But we just wanted to reiterate that, we need some direct relief. And we need to prop up the ethanol industry and get us through this time because there are great future opportunities for the ethanol industry that we can harness, but we need to get through this time. So we've sent the letter out and got really good feedback, and we've had follow-up phone calls with our congressional delegations. I've been trying to keep in contact with you guys very regularly as well at ACE to, what are you guys looking at? What's going on in the industry? And so, ACE has been a great partner for East River and the co-ops as well to help us understand, what's going on at ethanol plants directly. Our managers at our distribution co-ops are in contact with those folks, but you guys are the experts on the policy and everything that goes into the ethanol industry. And so you guys have been a great resource for us to really understand what's going on, what do we need to do, what are we asked, what's the ethanol industry asking Congress for, and what can we do to support that?
Yeah, I think it's easy to think about when we think of the word partnership, that it's easy to think of a financial aspect to that. And it is truly more than that, and having champions and allies like you help us get our message out there. And so it's really important to think about partnerships from a variety of angles. So thanks for doing that, Chris, and thanks for all that you do to help kind of rally the troops, so to speak. So
yeah, and we're going to continue to try and move the ball forward, working on trying to set up different conversations with policymakers and leaders, because we cover such a wide area, and all the ethanol plants use our product, right? Everyone uses our product on a daily basis in electricity, and so we touch a lot of different industries. But ethanol is one of those big industries that we really need to support, because it impacts so many people's lives in this region. And so we're going to continue to do whatever we can to help push policy initiatives. We've been working with our national organization to kind of rise this issue to a higher level on the national scale. And so we're here for the ethanol industry, and we always will be.